Hello dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture we have actually two videos. In first video we will only cover the theoretical concepts of the mutual fund. In second video we will cover how to evaluate the performance of the mutual fund, where we would be able to decide which mutual fund is performing better than other. So in the very first video we are focusing only the theoretical concepts of the mutual fund. But here basically mutual funds are financial institutions which issues units to the investors and in return collect fund from the investors. So all these funds come into a pool where the fund manager used to invest this fund into the portfolio, invest in the different securities. One of the purpose of the mutual fund is to diversify the risk. Instead of investing in a single security, mutual fund invest in a group of securities. You can see on this slide that mutual fund has invested the fund which was available in the pool in different securities like OGDCL, like PSO, Pakistan State Oil, Kohar Cement, Treasury Bill, or any other securities. So mutual fund used to invest this amount into a portfolio to diversify the risk of the investors. My dear, another important concept to understand is the meaning of the name net asset value. Net asset value is actually the price of the unit. Like in this case, in first slide we used to see that the mutual fund used to issue the unit. So NAV shows the unit value of the fund. Formula of the net asset value is divide the net asset available to the unit holders by the number of units issued. Let me give an example from the from the mutual fund that's called Al-Falah Investment Fund. Okay, my dear, the balance sheet or any financial statement of the mutual fund is different from the non-financial sector. Like you can see, in a non-financial sector, asset side is always equal to liability plus owner equity, while in mutual fund we have a different format. We first calculate the assets and then deduct assets from the liability. So what is left? That is the net assets are left to the unit holders. So if you want to find out the value of the one unit, you are supposed to divide this net assets available to the unit holders on the number of units that has been issued. Let me convert this PDF file into the MS Excel. Now you can see that here you can see net asset value is given, total assets minus total liability. So this is equal to net asset which is given here. So if you want to find out the per unit value or per price of the unit, so you are supposed to divide the net asset value by the number of units. So you can see that this is the per unit price of the fund of the Al-Falah. It is also reported here. You can see here also. Further, if you are interested to see this data in Pakistan industry, so let me start it from the beginning. Okay, you are supposed to write the mu form. Mu form means Mutual Fund Association of Pakistan. On this website we have the data of the mutual fund, different data. For example, if at the moment I'm interested in the net asset value, so I click on the net asset value. Now my dear, it shows me the net asset value of the ABL cash fund like this. You can see the net asset value. This is the per unit price of the ABL cash fund. Similarly, you can see ABL income fund. If you are interested to purchase a unit of the ABL income fund on this particular date, its net asset value is 10.20. So my dear, from this pink ribbon you can select the mutual fund of your interest. You can select the time period, you can select the category. I will explain the category later on. So and then you can show the report. You can click on the show report it will show you the net asset value of your interest mutual fund. So my dear, let me discuss some important terms which you need to understand the mutual fund. You will find the front end load. By front end load, actually when you purchase a unit from the mutual fund used to charge the commission. Not in all cases. In some mutual fund even they don't charge any commission, but some mutual fund used to charge this commission. So while selling the unit to the investors, mutual fund used to charge the commission, which is called the front end load. So you can see that I have wrote here fee charged on sale of unit. Okay, mutual fund used to purchase back the unit. In case of the open end fund, we'll discuss later on what is the difference between the open end fund and closed end fund. When you return units to the mutual fund, so mutual fund used to purchase it back, but it charged the commission for this. So that commission, that charge is called the back end load. Fee charged on the redemption of unit. What do we mean by the redemption of unit? By redemption of the unit, we means when we return the unit to the mutual fund buy back these units from the investors. Okay my dear, another important concepts are fund management fee. What do we mean by the fund management fee? Mutual fund managers actually perform on the behalf of the unit holders. It is the indirect investment. We provide our saving to the mutual fund. Further, mutual fund managers used to manage it, and for this purpose mutual fund manager charge the fee, which is called the management fee. Okay, what do we mean by the 12B-1 fee? It is actually the distribution and marketing expense of the mutual fund. Fund family. Each mutual fund have different they provide different options to the investors. For example, if you are a risky person, mutual fund provide you a pool where the investment is only done in the risky securities. So we will discuss it in another slide. By fund family, we means number of funds in family. Let me show it. It is given on the website. If you can see that this is the ABL mutual fund. ABL Asset Management Company means the ABL mutual fund. So you can see it has a different family member. It provide you different pools. If you can invest in ABL cash fund, these are the different products. So these products are the family member of the ABL mutual fund. Similarly, if you can see that AKD Investment Management, this is the mutual fund named AKD Investment Fund. Now it has the family member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what do we mean by this category? We are going to explain it, but hopefully you understand the meaning of the fund family. By fund family, we means the number of pools provided by the mutual fund. Okay, now this family is actually based on the investment style of the mutual fund. Like for example, one of the investment style is equity fund. It means that this fund only invests in the equity securities. Similarly, mutual fund will provide you a pool which is called fixed income fund. That pool is supposed to invest only in the fixed income securities. Similarly, there is an option of the balance fund, by which we mean that this pool can invest in both in fixed income securities as well as in the equity securities fund. Similarly, my dear, money market fund, we means a pool it will invest only in the short term securities like treasury bills, etc. Similarly, Islamic fund, by Islamic fund we means that this pool will only invest in the Sharia compliant securities. Okay, last but not the least, there are many other investment styles also. I am discussing only few. One is suppose vulture fund. Vulture fund, this is a fund which invests in high risk profile securities. Let me make it clear from the website. Now you can see, my dear, this is the ABL mutual fund. It has different category. See, ABL cash fund, it comes under the money market fund. It means that this pool of the ABL mutual fund only invest in the money market securities, and only in a short term securities. You can see here the fixed income fund. If you purchase a unit of this pool, it only invest in the fixed income funds. Similarly, my dear, you can see the Islamic fund. This ABL, Islamic Asset Allocation Fund, only invest in the Sharia compliant securities. Similarly, my dear, you can see the equity fund. So this ABL provide you different pool. These different pools are actually the family members of the mutual fund. It provide the facilities to the investors. Some investors are risky, some investors are less risky. So you can even invest in the balance fund and the income fund. It depends on the utility, on the risk profile of the investor. Okay, my dear, that we broadly we have the two different kind of mutual funds. One is called closed-end mutual fund. The closed-end fund mutual fund, as it is clear from its name, that this mutual fund do not purchase a unit back. There is no concept of redemption. So if you purchase a unit of the closed-end fund, and you need a money, you have only one option. You can trade it in a secondary market. Like even you can see on the website of the Pakistan Stock Exchange, you will find here the mutual funds are traded on the Pakistan Stock Exchange, but only closed-ended fund, because closed-ended funds are not purchased back by the mutual funds. So these are the closed funds. You cannot return back it to the mutual fund. Its net asset value is determined by the market force. By market force we means demand and supply. It is a similar concept of the shares prices traded on the Pakistan Stock Exchange or any other stock market. So its prices are depend on the market force. Its liquidity is low because the mutual fund does not purchase it from you. You are supposed to trade it in a stock market. While in case of open-end mutual fund, in open-end fund, as it is clear from its name, it is always open. An investor can sell this mutual fund back to the mutual fund, and mutual fund is supposed to purchase it from you. It is a compulsory on the open-end fund that it will redeem the unit. In Pakistan, we have 10 to 14 working days according to the rules in Pakistan. You are supposed to return back money within the 10 to 14 working days. Further, there is competition in the market, so most of the mutual fund used to provide a high liquidity. They will return the money very soon. You can redeem it. Its net asset value is determined actually by the end of the trading day. When the trading day is over, the mutual fund used to divide the net asset value available to the investors on the number of units issued by the mutual fund as early calculated. So my dear, as mutual funds, you will find that this words that load funds, no load end fund. By load end fund we means that the mutual funds charge sales commission up to a given percentage of the net asset value, but usually not a redemption fee. So load fund means the fund which charge the commission. We have different research papers on this. The mutual fund with load charges, mutual fund with no load charges. The no load fund impose no initial sale charges, means it does not charge the front end load. So it sells shares at net asset value, but it may charge a small redemption fee of 1 or 2% of the net asset value. Low load imposes a front end sales charge in the 3%. It depends. In Pakistan we have from 0.5% to 3%. You can check it on the financial performance report of the each mutual fund. Is given on the website. Each pool have a different fee. This is all about the mutual fund theory. In next video we are going to calculate the performance. We are going to learn the performance evaluation of the mutual fund. Thank you. Hopefully you got it.